everyone, this is the last video for the week 5 homework. This is on 4-11 where we're trying to calculate the 401k contributions and then whether or not it's actually taken out of taxes. So again, we're going to go through the textbook. So the company's maximum contribution, since this is, I believe it says since it is a simple retirement account, there is, the maximum amount is actually $12,500. So if you look on page 4.8 in your textbook, it's where it starts talking about tax-deferred retirement accounts. So Montgomery's maximum contribution, the amount she can contribute in a year, is maxed out at $12,500. The company's contribution is going to be 3% of her annual income. So we are told her income is $62,430. The company's contribution is a maximum of 3%. So $62,430 times 3% gives us a maximum contribution amount of $1872.90. And so there is the first part of how you do the homework. So now we got to figure out the rest of the information. So what is her weekly take-home pay, the retirement contribution deducted, and what would the weekly take-home pay be without the contribution? But first we need to figure out how much she is paid per week. So to do that, we're going to take the $62,430 and divide it by 52 weeks. That gives us $12,058. So $12,158, and so that's going to be the amount for the first one. Now we need to figure out the FICA. So we know she's under the maximum for the entire year, so we're going to take the $1,258 times 6.2%, gives us $74.44. And that's going to be the same whether or not she has the contribution. What is going to actually change is the federal income tax amount. Since she is having it taken out of her taxes, her taxable income is actually decreased. So there's going to be less taken out for federal income tax. So most of these amounts are going to be the same. So it's just mainly one calculation you have to do. So we're going to figure out her HI. So that's $17.41. And again, that's going to be the same. And so here we have to figure out federal income tax. So we know her retirement contribution is, to figure out her retirement contribution, we're going to have to take the maximum amount, which is $12,500, divide it by 52 weeks, and she's paid weekly. So her her retirement contribution is going to be $240.38. And so now we can calculate how much of her income is actually taxable. So we're going to take the $1,200.58, subtract the $240.38, gives us $960.20. So that's the amount we're going to use when we look in the back of the book for the wage bracket method. Let's go ahead and calculate the state income tax, since it's going to be the same amount for both. And the state income tax is 2.3%. So we're going to take the $1,258. It's 2.3%. So it's going to give us $27.61. -1. Okay, so we're almost ready to calculate the take-home pay. We're going to have to use the wage bracket method in our textbook. So let's go to the wage bracket method. And she is married with 2 allowances. So we are at weekly married. She's at 2 allowances. The first amount is the $960.20. So at least 960, less than 970, 0, 1, 2. So if she has her retirement contribution taken out, her federal income tax is $79. If she does not have the retirement contribution, her federal income tax is going to be based on the $1,200. So if we scroll down, at least $1,200, but not greater than $1,210, 0, 1, 2, it's at $115. And so now we're just going to calculate take-home pay. So we're going to have $1,258, and we're just going to subtract the taxes like we have done on the previous parts of this assignment. So this would be $761.74. And then the last part of the problem. Again, we're just going to take out the taxes. Oops. Should be $115. Should be $966.12. And that is all you need to do for this part of the homework. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you guys have a great day.